Today we're going to change the capture memory battery in an Allen Quantum Series theater organ. The battery is housed on a circuit board on the left side of the organ here, just under the lid. So we're going to have to open the top, so that means I got to clear all this stuff off of there, so give me just a minute. There's a little catch under this side of the organ. You need to put a small flat blade in there in order to release it before you can lift the lid. However, since mine's just used here at home, I've defeated the latch, so mine is easy to open. Next, to get access to the circuit board, we're going to need to lift the stops bolster. So before we do that, remove these side panels. Once those panels are removed, you'll find a small screw on each side, which is holding down the strap to secure the stop rail. We'll take those out next. Once the two screws have been removed, we can then lift the stop rail assembly carefully. The capture memory battery is housed inside this cover. We want to make sure the power is off before we handle anything inside the organ, of course. Standard safety precautions. So I'll now remove the cover from this assembly. There's two screws on the near end, two screws on the top which are slotted, and two screws on the inside end that you'll need a little open end or a box end 1/4 inch wrench for that. Now, after removing the two screws from the outer edge, loosening the two on the top and the two on the inside, the cover will simply pull off, exposing the battery. So the battery can be seen on the circuit board down in the bottom corner. Before you remove this battery, if you've got any memory left in your organ at all that you don't want to lose, make sure you run some type of a backup program to save all those settings. I've backed mine up, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this battery out while the organ is powered down. Some people have been successful in going this far with the organ turned off and then turning on the power to the organ before removing the battery so that they can maintain their memory. I don't recommend doing that myself. I would rather be safe, have the organ turned off whenever doing anything inside here. So my memory is backed up. I'm going to go ahead and remove the existing battery. The replacement battery I have here today is identical to the original. It's a Panasonic BR3032. My original battery in the organ lasted for 10 years. I got the organ in December of 2007, and my first battery died in around December of 2017. I bought a replacement battery off of an eBay vendor, and they sent a different part number. They sent a CR3032 instead of a BR3032 and said it would work just as good. Well, it worked, but only for about two and a half years. So this is going to be my second battery replacement now. I have a BR3032 in there. So we'll hope that that lasts again for a long time to come. Now with the battery replaced, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the cover. Remember, the top screws are slotted. That will slide in. Turn the 2 screws from the front. Tighten the 2 top screws that were slotted. And these 2 screws that are hidden in the back, we snug them back down with a small box end wrench, little ignition wrench. I find it pretty hard to get a nut driver in there for those. Make sure I go the right way. Now the stop rail's back down, I'll finish up tightening the 2 securing screws. Now that everything's been put back together, the battery's been replaced, the organ is turned on again, you'll get a message on the console controller if your battery was dead or if you took the battery out. It's going to tell you that the power was lost. And after doing that, you need to reinitialize a few settings in the console controller. So go ahead and step to the reinitialize page. And the first one is piston config. We're going to hold down memory, press 255 on the general pistons. We're going to do the same thing for all the available settings here. MIDI settings, hold down memory, 255 on your generals. Go to capture memory 16, memory 255, that one's done. And then the last one is crescendo B, memory 255. I believe there's one more for your 2dB, not used on this organ, but it lets you do it anyway. Once you've done that, everything should be back to normal. You're ready to reload your saved settings and should be good for many years to come. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.